take the road less traveled. Run free, unwind, unravel. Someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, fun shine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Welcome back. Holmes game of the night. It's a triple cast here from the Thunderdome. You can listen to us right here on ESPN Radio. You can go to sportsradio977.com and watch the game, or on CEC TV on TDS Cable. And beautiful HD, it's the Desert Hills Thunder and the Pineview Panthers JV game just wrapping up. Pineview leading by a few points here with a minute to go. And this is one that we've been looking forward to for a long time after we called that first game of region play. Came down to a one-point game. Pineview had a huge, Desert Hills had a huge lead. Pineview put on the press and came back to win in dramatic fashion at home.
Yeah, and in that game, they kind of tried to get Mason Chase the ball down the stretch, and maybe some fouls that they let him play, and he turned it over a couple times. And that's one thing that stood out to me talking with Coach Turley today is the last two games Desert Hills has played, 1 win, 1 loss, the season low in turnovers. So they've gotten better in that department because way too many turnovers in that 40, I think it was 48-47. Pineview won by 1 point. It was a Mason Chase with 15. Reggie Newby had 14, but Keegan Munson didn't score. And that can't happen tonight. And, against Crimson, Keegan had 2. And we asked Coach Turley, how do we get Keegan Munson, or how do you specifically get Keegan Munson a little bit more consistent? And he said it's a confidence thing. He's just got to come in and establish himself and play with confidence. We know Pineview's confident. This is a team that's experienced. They've played together. You don't have a lot of moving parts on this team. Your starting 5 has stayed intact all season long, and they're doing the bulk of the heavy lifting. One night it's Kohler. On Tuesday night it was Sudweeks. 8 threes and nothing but twine. I mean, he wasn't even touching the rim. He got red hot. And so the three-point shot's going to be a really pivotal aspect with these two teams because there's some players on both these teams that can really light it up from outside. And in that first game, Pineview hit only 2 threes and still won. Meanwhile, Desert Hills hit 5 threes and lost. And it was a defensive battle. It was the first region game. The intensity was hot. The student body sections were great. And I expect nothing less than the rematch tonight.
Pineview is one of these teams that has 4 guys in double digits scoring. Anybody can have a huge game for them. For Desert Hills, especially the last several games, it's been all Mason Chase being the workhorse. Last 3 games, he scored 20 points, 30 points, 25 against Dixie. A majority of their attempts at the basket have been from Chase. What do you think about his performance recently, and does that need to change tonight against a team like Pineview?
Well, I go back to the Snow Canyon game a week and a half ago, and I had Mason on in the post-game show. You were driving back from Hurricane, and I caught up with Mason, and I asked him about, hey, how does that work out? You scored 30 points, and I thought you guys played your most unselfish basketball. And he agreed. He got all of his points within the framework of the offense. Now, he's a guy that you want to take shots. You want him driving, slashing, dunking, trying to pass your guards, get turnovers, and get into transition. I think this year his three-point shot has really progressed. He's actually a dangerous three-point shooter. So, you need him shooting 12 shots to 15 shots a game at minimum. I mean, that's a good number. But Peyton Holmes can shoot it. Reggie Newby can shoot it. Justin Judkins, Jace Mortensen, and then Munson down inside. So you've got other scoring weapons. Braden Sampson, who started the season a little bit hotter, has kind of cooled off, but he's a guy that has great mid-range jumper and can really score off the bench. So, bench is going to be an important factor because Desert Hills does have a little bit deeper bench. Pineview's got Benson Shepard nicked up. He didn't play on Tuesday. I'm not sure what his status is for tonight. Maybe he'll be back in the lineup. Of course, the younger brother to Taven Shepard. So, and when you look at Mason Chase and you look at Pineview and Jared Sudweek, it's really easy to choose those guys as your Stilson star watch every time they play. But When we come back, I think we want to take a little different angle and talk about some other guys that could have an imprint on this game as well.
Stay tuned for our Stilson's Star Watch inside the St. George Topper pregame show live from the Thunderdome. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you a Stilson Star Watch player from each team, Pineview and Desert Hills. 3-minute break. Back with more after this.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this.
I need a one dance.
And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Welcome back. St. George Topper pregame show inside the Holmes game of the night right here on ESPN. You can listen to the Desert Hills Thunder take on the Pine View Panthers. Watch it on sportsradio977.com or on CEC TV on TDS Cable. We've got 4 good ones for you tonight in Region 9. Over on KDXU, you got Crimson Cliffs in the jungle. They're taking on the Snow Canyon Warriors. Cedar plays Hurricane tonight, and Canyon View is at the hangar to battle the Dixie Flyers. Dev, just real quick, let's get your take on some of the other matchups tonight in Region 9.
Oh, well, I mean, Snow Canyon Crimson, that's a little payback. You know, they lost early in the season. I expect Snow Canyon to, really try to chase them off the three-point line. And if Snow Canyon can get to the foul line and get Lyman Simmons going in the paint, there's a huge advantage there. I know he's just a freshman, but he's proven that he can score the ball. He's got a great mid-range jumper, and that's going to be a terrific matchup, I think, though. All eyes on that one. Canyon View's struggling, obviously, tonight. So tough to predict that one. Dixie undefeated. Dixie's going to cruise. And then the other game tonight, I mean, Hurricane, Cedar, Cedar right now holding down that number 2 spot, but Hurricane, they got to be licking their wounds a little bit after a 16-point loss last night, but I really feel like that is a game that comes down to the final possession. I don't see anybody winning that game by 10 or more points.
And all 4 games tonight are on radio in some capacity. You can listen to Cedar at Hurricane on the KSUB app, 590 KSUB Canyon View at Dixie. You can listen to on the 94.9 app. Big Kickin' Country up in Cedar City is carrying that game. All right, let's get back to the Thunder and the Panthers with our Stilson Star Watch. Always tough with so much talent on both of these teams, Devin. Let's start with Desert Hills. Who do you like tonight?
Well, I like I said, you could go with Mason Chase every night, but I was really surprised that Mason Chase did his thing. No, never surprised. But what I was surprised at Tuesday at Dixie's, Peyton Holmes only shot 2 times.
Yeah.
And he's a star in the making. I mean, he's got great handles. He can really shoot it. So I think we want to spotlight Peyton Holmes tonight because I think they need him to be good tonight if they're going to get this win. If Mason's doing his thing and Munson's able to get something going in the low blocks, I think they need that third score. I was going to pick Reggie Newby or Peyton Holmes. I think tonight we'll go with Peyton Holmes as our Stilson Star Watch player tonight. I mean, again, early in the season, he was averaging up to 16 points a game. That's dropped down now, and they need him to be great. As for the Pineview Panthers, it's always difficult because you could pick any of their starting 5, right? They all play such a significant role on this team. But Jared Kohler's a guy that I don't think we've picked. That, he had 21 the other night. It gets overshadowed because Sudweeks hits 8 threes and has 26. So
yes,
I'm going with Jared Kohler tonight. Let's see how many boards he can get, see how many assists, how many charges he can take. He's kind of that blue-collar, hard-working guy that has to play bigger than he really is in the post, helping out Taven Shepard. So that's the way I want to slice it and dice it as far as our Stilson Star Watch tonight.
All right, we've got Taven Shepard. We've got Peyton Holmes as your Stilson Star Watch. Players to watch tonight. Kohler, sorry. Stilson's has been providing the central vacuums to homeowners for years in Southern Utah. Check out their innovative lineup and go for a cleaner, healthier home built in St. George. Visit stilsons.com or give them a call, 229-9564. You brought up Taven Shepard, Jared Kohler, 2 scrappy players, heady guys, not necessarily the biggest guys in Region 9. They got a big challenge tonight with Keegan Munson. So it's the scrappiness of them versus will Keegan Munson really assert himself physically tonight against those 2 guys?
Well, yeah, he's got a little bit of size advantage there. He's got 3-4 inches on anybody from Pineview. Pineview's tallest player is Shepard, and he's just under 6'5", and Munson goes about 6'8", and I think he's still growing. So, but then you have to worry about, guys like Justin Judkins and, Mason Chase, is an awesome rebounder. He's got the best leaping ability in Region 9. So I think rebounding is going to be at a premium, and that means Kohler. That's kind of why I picked Kohler to help Shepard on the boards, but the guard line's going to have to come down and help on the boards too. I mean, even Ryan Hopper, who didn't score on Tuesday night, but you win by 16. He was facilitating. He held Bryce Thomas to 14 points, which is right at his season average. So, they've got to have everybody. I mean, if Coach Eves had any eligibility left, he would help out tremendously in the rebound department, but he's the coach now.
You're listening to the St. George Topper pregame show. Keegan Munson, 5th in the state for rebounds per game. He's at 7.2 boards. He's been solid.
But he's got to stay out of foul trouble.
That's been an issue.
Because, he got a couple early ones against Dixie, and he missed that whole second quarter. That allowed the Flyers to pull out to a 7-point lead. And even though Desert Hills cut it to 2 late third quarter, they just missed too many minutes, too much production with him on the court. Then you're fighting uphill, and you've got to, use a lot of energy to kind of get back in that game. And it kind of seemed like Desert Hills ran out of gas at about the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
Seems like Desert Hills has played a little bit cleaner over the past couple games. I know, Dixie beat him in the turnover battle on Tuesday, but still Desert Hills had 1 digit in the turnovers, 13 assists in that game against the Flyers. We've seen the amount of pressure that Pineview can put on people, especially in the first matchup between these 2. How important is it for Desert Hills to keep their composure, keep the turnovers down tonight?
Yeah, no question. I mean, a good number is probably under 10 for Coach Curley, somewhere in that neighborhood, if he can keep it under 10. The other thing is they just got to downright make shots because, Dixie in the first half, Desert Hills shoots 60%, yet they're still down by 7. And in the second half, that dipped to below 40%. So, at the end of the day, you got to make shots. You got to be really efficient from the field, get good looks, and they got good looks. They just weren't knocking them down. And obviously, that's against the best team in the region. And both these teams want to be, potentially the best team playing the best basketball going into the postseason. They got 7 games to do that. And Dixie's really got the inside track to have the best region record and the best RPI seed. But Hurricane and Cedar are in the top 5 in the RPI right now. Desert Hills is not. Pineview is. So if Pineview wins this game, they kind of solidify maybe or inch closer to a home playoff game after a bye. Desert Hills right now is looking at, maybe hosting a first-round game and then have to go on the road in the second round unless they can move into the top 11. So all these games in the last 7 games of the regular season are going to be huge.
You're listening to the Holmes game of the night from Desert Hills High School. Check out Holmes Homes. They build houses you call home. HolmesHomes.com. That's HOLMES Homes.com to see their communities, locations, and floor plans. They got single-family homes and townhomes with innovative designs. They're all available at Desert Color, HolmesHomes.com. We're going to take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you the Camping World keys to the game for each team right here on your local sports source, ESPN 97.7.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience, mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. St. George Topper pregame show inside the Thunderdome at Desert Hills High School. We got Wookiees, we got Sand People, we got some Stormtroopers. It's Star Wars night, and Desert Hills student section always does an awesome job. We got the visiting student section all filled up for Pineview. It is going to be electric here tonight inside Desert Hills High School between these two talented teams. It's time now for our Camping World Keys to the Game. Get your 2020 adventure started at Camping World in St. George. Find huge selection of all top brands, sales, parts, and service, and full retail store. Visit 1500 Hilton Drive or campingworldstgeorge.com. Let's start with the visiting team, Pineview Panthers. Double D, what do you got for keys tonight?
Well, get Suds going for one. I mean, or heat him back up for where he left off on Tuesday night with the 26 points and 8 3-pointers. Again, we kind of talked about the rebounding. I think that's a huge key. They've got to. They don't have to win it, but they've got to be right there neck and neck with Desert Hills in the rebounding department. Taven Shepard and Jared Kohler got to stay out of foul trouble, against Keegan Munson. Because we talked about how Keegan got in trouble on Tuesday night against Dixie star Noah Lemke. Well, Shepard and Kohler, they got to play good body position, make him work hard. And really, if they go try to block the big man's shot and get him on the arm or something, then they get in trouble. Because Benson Shepard, Taven's little brother, is out. Still got a concussion. Missed Tuesday. He's not dressing tonight. So they don't have as much, depth at the big man position behind him. That means Justin Hall will play a little bit more tonight at the guard line, I'm sure. And then they'll have to go a little bit deeper on the bench. And Joshua Bice, we've seen glimpses of him where he's been really productive coming in and playing. He could be in line for some increased playing time tonight. So how about the bench being the other key for Pineview tonight? If they can get some production out of that bench, that could be a huge part of the equation if they can come on the road and get the victory.
Absolutely. Let's move over to the home team, Desert Hills Thunder, looking to get back on track as they look to climb the RPI in the decline of region play as we're past the midpoint. Tonight will commence the second half of the regular season region play. What are some keys for the Thunder?
Well, I think pressuring the basketball, Ryan Hopper, Michael Moore, you got to pressure that basketball, make them work even before they get across half court, and then make them really work in the half court set. Starters for Pineview played a lot of minutes, so I think a real pressure-packed defense is going to be huge. That means you got to compete. Desert Hills knows that they're favored to rebound, but they still got to rebound. So I'll throw that in there. They got to really defend the three-point line too. And then, I think it's going to come down to, just the basics, like 50-50 balls, who cleans up the turnovers, and then really at the end of the day, who shoots a better percentage, including the three-point shooting tonight. That's some of the keys that are going to be important for both teams.
Absolutely, and right now, at this point in the season, Desert Hills leads all of 4A in three-point percentage. They're right around 40%, a couple points higher than the next team, but Reggie Newby, 2 for 2 against Dixie, Devin, but only 2 shots from 3. I think he's got to get, 4 or 5 up at least tonight, right?
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, Newby's got to knock him down if he's open. Mason Chase has got to take him if he's open. Peyton Holmes got to take him if he's open. And then, even at Jace Mortensen, we saw Morty go 1 for 3 in that Dixie game. Missed his first 2, but, they're going to throw the kitchen sink at defending Mason Chase, and he can dribble through one defender, he can split a double team, but he can't dribble through 5 guys all night long, and that means other guys are going to be open, and so those other guys got to hit that open 3 tonight for Desert Hills to play unselfish basketball and continue to try to find wins and inch higher in the RPI. They come into the RPI tonight, Pineview is 6th, and Desert Hills is 12th, I believe. So, you beat the 6th-ranked team, that helps your RPI. I mean, Pineview's got 10 wins on the season, so we'll see what happens.
That's the Camping World Keys to the Game. Check out Camping World at campingworldstgeorge.com. You're listening to the Holmes Game of the Night. Don't forget, you can also watch it on sportsradio977.com or CEC TV on TDS HD. Beautiful picture shot by our CEC TV crew. Always do a great job. And also stay tuned for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. If either one of these teams or any team in Region 9 goes for 55 points or more, you get 5 ounces of free frozen yogurt from Yogurtland, courtesy of our friends at Holbrook Asphalt.
Yeah, and CEC, I've been partnering with them for years. I went through Dixie State, through the program, worked with CEC back in 1999, 2000, and James and Marcus and Lauren and Dr. Dave and all the camera people do a great job. We love our partnership with them. And one thing that's kind of cool that we're doing a week from tonight, and Andy, you'll be a part of that. It's going to be right back here at Desert Hills. Desert Hills is #1 in the RPI in girls basketball. Cedar is the defending state champs. Earlier in the season, I'm talking girls basketball, Desert Hills lost at Cedar by 5. We're going to showcase the rematch for you on CEC TV, on Sports Radio 97.7, and our website. So that'll be kind of cool. That'll be the first regular season game we've done all year of girls basketball. You know, we'll do one less boys game next week, and we're going to pick up a girls game. We think that's going to be a great opportunity for the girls, Region 9 girls, to kind of get showcased on a Friday night.
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. That's going to be a blast right here on ESPN. Next Friday night, Cedar Reds taking on the Desert Hills Thunder from the Thunderdome right here.
Incidentally, I don't know if I'm working that game or not yet because it's my birthday, and if my wife has plans, it's all you and maybe Bernsey. If my wife says go do that game, I'll be here because, I mean, I want to see these girls put on a show. That could be a rematch of maybe a quarterfinal or a semifinal or even a state championship game.
It's Star Wars night here at Desert Hills High School. Two talented teams. Mason Chase, one of the most electric high scorers in Region 9 this year. He scored, 75 points in his last 3 games. Pretty remarkable for the Thunder. And then you have the 5-headed monster of Pineview. All 5 starters can go for 15, 20 points almost every game. So it's going to be awesome here at Desert Hills High School. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the Sky Mountain starting lineups. We're about ready to get underway here at Desert Hills High School. We're going to take a break. Back with more after this.
Five minutes.
Dude, we've been here forever. They're about to close the store. Would you just pick something already?
I just want to look good, you know. It's season 2 of Trailblazer Weekly. I just want to make sure I get the right one.
Look at all this great stuff they have here at the Dixie State Campus store. No matter what you choose, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm just going to go with the first one.
Catch the Season 2 premiere of Trailblazer Weekly on Wednesday, August 14th at 3 p.m. Presented by the Dixie State Campus Store.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Welcome back, Region 9 basketball, your Holmes game of the night here on ESPN Radio. Time now for our Sky Mountain starting lineups. Hit it to the sky at Sky Mountain Golf Course, 435-635-7888. Let's start with the Pineview Panthers. Ryan Hopper wearing number 4. He'll start at point guard. Taven Shepard playing a forward position. Michael Moore will be playing one of the wings. Jared Kohler down as a forward as well. And of course, red hot Jared Sudweeks playing the guard position, shooting the three-point shot tonight for Pineview.
Yeah, 4 guys out of the 5 in double figures average-wise. Sudweeks at 13, Shepard's at 10.5, Moore's at 10.2 a night, and Kohler's at 11. And then Hopper, who's the point guard, is at 6.8 a night. So a ton of scoring come from that starting 5.
And the lights have turned down. AC/DC is rocking here at the Thunderdome. And here come the starting lineups for the Desert Hills Thunder. Trying to get back on track, 6-10 overall to this point in the season. Number 2, one of the best athletes at the guard position in Region 9 this year, Peyton Holmes.
Yeah, this kid's electric. We picked him as our Stilson Star Watch player tonight because I think he needs to, chip in 12 to 16, 18 points tonight to make sure that they're in line to have a chance to win this game at home.
Wearing number 11, playing shooting guard tonight, Mason Chase. He has been red hot scoring the ball, 10 of 17 against Dixie on Tuesday with 25 points. Reggie Newby comes out, number 14, one of their sharpshooters on the team this year. Number 34, Justin Judkins, a defensive specialist, leads the team in steals. And number 42, big, athletic, he can throw it down. Keegan Munson will be the man in the middle for the Thunder.
Yeah, just need more consistency out of Munson. He's no-showed a couple games, and then he's, in wins over Snow Canyon, he goes 14 points, 10 rebounds against, a guy that's his size. So he needs that dominant performance. It seems like some of the smaller teams, he's had more trouble producing than when he's got like a marquee matchup. So they need him in double figures tonight in points and rebounds. If he could get a double-double, that would be big for the Thunder. Time now for our Utah Gastroenterology Jump Ball. Did you know a colonoscopy is the most effective method of screening for colon cancer? Check him out at utahgastro.com. Shepard versus Munson inside the circle to tip things off here from the Thunderdome. Ball goes up, and it'll be won by the Thunder easily. Peyton Holmes gets the ball. He's guarded by Hopper. Gets it into the high post to Munson. Fakes the handoff to Judkins, then gives it to Mason Chase. Chase is guarded by Taven Shepard. He takes a couple dribbles in, gets it back out to Newby, and they'll reset up top with Peyton Holmes. Justin Judkins on the wing, gets a screen and roll from Keegan Munson, doesn't pass it to him. Instead, gets it out to the corner for a wide open 3, and there he is. Peyton Holmes knocks it down. Yeah, what a no-look pass from Juddy. He could have went to Munson. Instead, he goes no-look to the corner. Justin Judkins really could run the point for this team. He's that good with the ball, making decisions.
Hopper over to Kohler, makes a good pass, but a little errant towards the sideline. They're going to have to kick it back out to Jared Sudweeks, who stops inside the free throw line. May have gotten partially blocked, but offensive rebound by Kohler. He's going to try to spin and go up over Munson, airballs it, rebounded by Judkins, and then they're going to call a jump ball. I think Sudweeks got it in there and tied him up, and it'll stay with Panthers.
You're right. That was a block by Judkins, then another block by Munson. 2 blocks on that possession, and yet they call a jump ball, so nothing settled yet.
Sudweeks inbounds to Michael Moore, who's guarded by Chase. Moore kicks it over to Kohler, fakes the three-point shot, passes it over to Hopper. They'll reset their half-court offense. Hopper terminates his dribble, gets it over to Moore, who whips it over to Taven Shepard. Shepard drives middle, passes it over to Sudweeks. Sudweeks takes the 3, just bounces out. Rebound, it goes to Keegan Munson.
Nice board by Munson there. Nobody on the offensive glass. Easy board for the big fella.
Newby rolls on the post, flips it up with his left hand, misses. Shepard with the rebound, and Hopper's going to push. Hopper goes between his legs, guarded by Peyton Holmes. Beautiful pass from Hopper over to Jared Kohler for an open layup.
Yeah, Kohler wearing 22 right there. Left hand, he's left-handed, so that's on his power side with a little kiss off the window.
3-2 early in this one, 6:12 on your St. George garage doors only clock. Holmes drives in, kicks it out to Judkins to get it to Chase. Nice little move, tries to get inside. He'll be fouled on the ground by Taven Shepard. First foul of the game goes against number 11.
Yeah, right there. Just kind of trying to make a play. You get a ticky-tack one once in a while with a little effort that time. He'll have to be careful, though. They can't afford to get him in foul trouble.
Judkins inbounds it to Chase. They're looking for Munson down low. He's guarded by Kohler. Instead, Chase drives it inside the lane, gets the ball tipped away, but recovers it himself and gets it to Peyton Holmes. Back to Chase, to Judkins. Judkins is going to drive hard left, puts it up with the right hand. It's good and one.
Juddy's really active tonight, driving the lane. He split a double team when that no-look assist. We saw Tuesday in the first quarter he had 3 assists. Now they're maybe thinking because he passed to the corner he was going to maybe look to distribute. Nah, I'm going to take it all the way and lay it home.
First attempt from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Fuel it up, wash it down, and save it. 2 Fabulous Freddy's locations. Judkins knocks it down, gets his 3-point play to give Desert Hills the lead 6-2. Michael Moore gets it over to Sudweeks. Sudweeks is going to drive hard. He'll get fouled hard in the lane. Judkins will get called on the hard reach, and Pine will get it underneath their own basket.
Judkins has got to close out, respect the shooting, and when he does, that first step, that's what Sudweeks has really worked on. And then a hard foul, but a clean foul, just got him across the wrist, make sure he wasn't going to get an and one.
Hopper gets it into Sudweeks, to Kohler, to Moore, over to Hopper, guarded by Holmes. Hopper drives in, kicks it back out to Shepard. Shepard takes a couple dribble spins, gets it back to Hopper. And Shepard's going to get it back down low, does a move, goes in with the left hand, flips it up, just misses short off the rim.
Good defense, forcing a kind of a fadeaway left-hand shove shot by Shepard. It almost went, but that's good defense.
Newby gets it to Holmes. Good matchup between Hopper and Holmes tonight on both sides of the ball. Judkins gets into the paint, turns around, flips it to Newby, who will fire from the wing. Just misses short. Ball tipped up by Munson, but they're going to get him with an over-the-back call, fouling Sudweeks.
Yeah, and I thought Munson had just enough height that he didn't need to kind of foul him. I mean, it looked like he was just tipping the ball to himself there. Maybe he got him across the arm. That's what the official saw.
6-2 Thunder lead, 5 minutes left in the first quarter on your one-loss scoreboard. Here's Hopper. He gets a screen from Shepard. Newby switches on to Hopper. He passes it over to Jared Kohler, who puts up a 3, misses it, rebounded Newby. Judkins will get the outlet pass. Kicks it back out to Holmes. Holmes to Chase. He's being guarded by the lengthy Michael Moore. He's going to try to throw it over the top of the defense to Munson. It'll be intercepted by Jared Kohler. Kohler gets it to Moore. Back to Shepard. Great recovery by Desert Hills to get back on defense. Sudweeks on the wing to Shepard. Shepard's going to try to drive against Chase. Spin move, goes up with the right hand, and he's blocked by Chase beautifully. Great hustle over there by Nubia to try to save it, but it will be Pineview ball.
Yeah, a lot of times the block is so fun for the crowd, but a lot of the time it goes out of bounds. That time it actually blocked it, it stayed in bounds, but it ricocheted and off of Newby, so he had to try to save it and just couldn't.
Hopper into Kohler. Kohler, beautiful fake on the handoff pass, but he's swatted up against the glass by Keegan Munson, but Pineview gets the rebound.
Another block for Munson. Wow.
Michael Moore misses a 3, rebounded by Munson, and Judkins is going to push. He's got numbers. Kicks it over to Mason Chase. Wide open 3 on the right angle. He knocks it down.
And there's the unselfish basketball. Coach Eves has got to take a timeout. 9-2 start halfway through the first quarter, and the fans are getting into it, Andy.
And we'll take a 30-second Intercap Lending timeout. 30-second timeout. Back with more of the first quarter after this.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
And welcome back inside the Thunderdome. Thunder lead 9-2 over Pineview. 3:54 left in the first quarter. Pineview with the ball. Hopper running the point, goes behind the back, gets into the paint, kicks it to Sudweeks. Sudweeks going to drive. Crab hop, throws it up. He'll be fouled by Sampson. And one of the best free throw shooters in the region gets to go to the line for 2. 9-2 lead for the Thunder. Pineview struggled to get anything to fall on the offensive end.
A completely different defensive effort for Desert Hills than we saw Tuesday in that game against Dixie. I mean, they are 4 blocks already defensively. Munson's got a couple of them. And we've seen them kind of on back-to-back sequences. They're coming in bunches right now, and that's leading to, transition buckets. They make the right pass, and then Mason Chase gets a 3. And I think this is good news for Pineview. Get Sudweeks to the line, get him in rhythm as he calmly makes both of them from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. That allows the Panthers to set up the press.
Great play by Hopper, full court press. He makes the steal, then goes behind his back to save it. Sudweeks is going to drive inside, passes it, and then ball stolen by Jace Mortensen, who's entered the game for the Thunder. He gets it to Peyton Holmes. Going to drive right, goes up, airballs the free throw, rebounded by Quinn Marchant. He gets it out to Sampson, and they're going to get it over to Peyton Holmes, who will drive again. This time goes up strong against Sudweeks, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line.
And Peyton Holmes a lot more assertive tonight.
Yeah.
Could have maybe took the 3, but put it on a baseline drive, challenging Suds, and a hard foul. Holmes actually lands on his back there, pops right back up, teammates helping him up, and Suds has got 2 personal fouls now.
Holmes at the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. He'll knock down his first one. He's got 4 points. 1 3-pointer made in the quarter.
I don't think you can leave Suds out. Like it's not your big man contesting everything. I think Suds maybe sits the rest of the first quarter, maybe 3 minutes or so, and then he's going to get back in this. He's not going to sit this whole half. No way.
Holmes drills the second free throw. 11-4. Desert Hills leads the Pineview Panthers. 3:13 left in the first quarter on the garage doors only clock. Here's Hopper. Gets it to Kohler, who finds Justin Hall. He's getting some action here in the first quarter with Sudweeks with some foul trouble. Moore's going to go between his legs, drive hard, try to kick it back out, but throws it into the Desert Hill student section. Kylo Wren catches it, flips it back to the referee, and another turnover.
Yeah, and Pine just a little bit out of sorts as far as what they want to do. Desert Hills is really on-ball defense is great tonight and forcing some mistakes from the Panthers.
Mortensen with the ball on the wing. Gets it to Peyton Holmes, who's guarded by Hall. To Marchant, top of the key. Marchant's going to pass it to Chase, try to screen, slips the screen, but good defense by Pineview. Jace Mortensen catches the ball on the perimeter, tries to dish it in to Marchant. Ball is knocked off his shin and stolen by Pineview. And here we go. Panthers already on their side of the floor. Hall gets it over to Brennan Shaw, who finds Hopper. Kohler guarded by Marchant. To Michael Moore, who's going to launch one deep, misses it short, and it'll go off Shaw, and it'll be Desert Hills ball.
Yeah, really, I like that shot from Moore. Just didn't knock it down. It's an open look. It's in rhythm. Just didn't connect.
Joshua Bice will enter the game for Pineview. Holmes being guarded tightly by Hopper, and Hopper gets a little bit too handsy right around the timeline, and he'll pick up a foul.
Well, I love Hopper because he's got to guard some really good point guards around the region night in, night out, and he's a great on-ball defender. Coach Eves thinks he might be the best, on-ball defender in the region.
Holmes gets it to Sampson. Marchant flashes. They don't hit him. Mason Chase again to try to drive against Michael Moore. Moore stays in front of him, but he's going to get an off-handed push on Chase as he tried to drive, and that'll be a foul on Michael Moore.
Yeah, and Pineview's trying to match the physical defense that Desert Hill's playing, but they're just getting a little too much.
Beautiful pass from Sampson into Mason Chase for an easy layup, his easiest bucket of the game.
Yeah, just a drawn-up play where he darts down the baseline from the top of the key, and he's wide open and easy left-hand lay-in.
Chase has 5 points in the first quarter. Shepard gets it over to Hall. Hall's guarded by Sampson. He'll take a couple dribbles, go all the way into the lane, flips it up and in. No glass needed for Justin Hall.
Hall can ball. Did you see that? Wow, I want to see more of that from Hall. He hasn't really looked to be assertive scoring the ball this year in a reserve role, but that was a fantastic finish.
13-6 Thunder lead, 1:19 left in the first quarter. Mortensen gets it into Chase. Chase is with his back to the basket. Beautiful move, goes up and under, but blocked by Joshua Bice. Gets the rebound, misses another layup, but kicks it back out. And Desert Hills will get it to Jace Mortensen to reset things. Marchant trying to post up down low. Holmes will drive, kicks it over to Chase in the other corner, and it's going to be a double dribble and another turnover for Desert Hills.
Too bad, because that offensive rebound that Jace Mortensen got was great. And then they were unselfish, moved it. Mason just mishandled the pass and then got caught with that double dribble. That's the right call, though.
First Ace Hardware update from across the region. Looks like we got a good one over on KDXU as well. Crimson leads 28-26 over Snow Canyon at halftime. Here at the Thunderdome, Thunder lead 13-6. We're under a minute. Hopper kicks it over to Joshua Bice, the big man at the top of the key. He's going to try to set a screen for Michael Moore. Thunder player falls over. Ball's thrown inside to Bice. Great pass by Hopper. Easy bucket for Joshua Bice.
Yeah, and that's the easiest bucket that Pineview's gotten in this game so far. Good to see Bice come off the bench and really get a good high percentage shot that he banks home.
Mortensen to Sampson. 25 seconds left on the clock. Mason Chase gets it to Mortensen. They're taking their time for one shot here to close out the quarter. Sampson guarded by Jared Kohler, and they'll get it to Mason Chase. Great matchup between Chase and Michael Moore, two great athletes. Chase is looking for a screen from Munson. He'll go left, floats up a three. Beautiful shot. It's down for Chase.
Couldn't have drawn it up better.
Michael Moore's going to heave to end the quarter, misses it off the backboard. And after one, it's 16-8. Home team Desert Hills Thunder lead. Let's take a 60-second timeout. 60-second timeout. Back with more after this.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back. Holmes game of the night right here on ESPN Radio. Home team Desert Hills Thunder lead 16-8 against Pineview. Thunder with the ball. Reggie Newby throws it across court to Peyton Holmes, who gets it back to Justin Judkins. Keegan Munson waiting for the ball down on the right block. He's going to put his back to the basket, spin, go right into Bice. Tries to throw it over to Mason Chase. It was 100 miles an hour, and it hits off Chase's hands out of bounds. Turnover for Desert Hills to go to Pineview.
Yeah, Mason Chase got 5. Peyton Holmes got 5. Get some balance scoring from your two guards. I think it's, no Sud weeks yet, so where's the scoring come from? You got to get Shepard involved. He hasn't got anything going yet tonight.
Hopper drives in. Nice little pass to Bice, who makes a move before going up, fools a couple Thunder players, and gets his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's going to get some looks because, Munson's guarding Shepard.
Mason Chase with the ball. Gets it to Newby, guarded by Jared Kohler. Newby's going to drive, tries to get it to Munson. Great hands by Kohler. Ball hits the baseline, and it'll be a turnover by Desert Hills and go to Pineview.
Yeah, it looked like they were both touching the ball there, and then it bounced out, maybe just barely last touch by Munson. But a little sloppy, couple turnovers now for the Thunder here early on second quarter. They got to clean that up. That was a huge emphasis for Coach Turley all season long.
Got a 6-point ball game on your one-loss scoreboard. Kohler drives left towards the sideline and almost steps out of bounds. Gets it over to Michael Moore, who's double-teamed. He flips it to Taven Shepard, who takes a dribble, and back to Moore. Puts it on the deck, drives in, tries to go up with his left hand. It goes over the backboard, and it'll be Thunder ball.
And that's the presence of the big man, right?
Yeah.
He has to try to really stretch that out, extend that ball, flip it up, and he gets it up on the top of the backboard. Dead ball, and Desert Hills takes over.
16-10, Thunder lead, 6:37 left.
Piper's kind of weathered the storm, though, haven't they, Andy?
Yeah, they've done a good job to start out this second quarter. Ball goes inside, back to the basket. Keegan Munson faced up with Bice. He's going to do a jumper, kind of fading away, misses it a little bit long, rebounded Shepard.
I didn't like the footwork there.
Yeah.
Just never looked fluid for him. Kind of indecisive on what move he wanted to go to and goes with the fadeaway and bricked it.
Hopper goes away from the screen, drives Baseline, kicks it out to Michael Moore, who's going to get into the paint, gets it to Bice back out to Hopper. Good ball movement tonight by Pineview. Hopper again drives into Keegan Munson. Ball gets tipped away, and Justin Judkins got it. They got a 3-on-1. Judkins over to Mason Chase, takes a dribble, gets it back out to Judkins. Judkins blocked by Kohler, and then Kohler makes a heck of a play, throws it off Judkins, and Pineview will get the ball. Great hustle by number 22.
Well, it's a 2-on-1 fast break. I thought Judkins maybe waited a little too long to get it to Mason, or he should have lobbed it to him maybe for the alley-oop, because we know Mace can dunk.
16-10, we're under 6 minutes. Hopper's gonna walk it up for Pineview. Kohler with it on the right angle, trying to get Michael Moore on a curl. Instead kicks it out to Sudweeks. To Moore, inside to Kohler, guarded by Munson. Pump fake, goes up with the left hand, and he rolls it in. Great touch by Kohler.
There's the Stilson Star Watch player, really going to that baby left-hand hook and forcing a timeout, a 30-second timeout by Coach Wade Turley. Timeouts all season long brought to you by Intercap Lending.
We'll take a 30-second timeout, back with more of the second quarter from the Thunderdome right after this.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you
Hey, I'm at
hire a
9%.
tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home. Or C, watch some foreign films. When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. Region 9 basketball. Holmes with the ball, gets over to Justin Judkins. Holmes flips it up in the middle and knocks it down. He's having a great game early for the Thunder.
Yeah, he's got 7 already, and that was a nice little teardrop floater, runner, whatever you want to call it. Gets the friendly shooter's bounce.
Shepard gonna drive middle hard against Newby. Misses it, rebounded by Judkins. Judkins gonna push. Newby open on the left side. Judkins will hand it off to him. Newby puts it on the deck, drives left, loses his feet, and that'll be a travel.
Newby's trying too hard to get involved in the offense. He's got to let it come to him a little bit more. You know, just really was dead set on driving hard there, and once he lost his balance, he was going so hard he just couldn't collect himself without taking 2 extra steps. Easy call for the official to make. Another Desert Hills turnover.
Ball goes to Pineview. Jared Sudweeks with another 3-point attempt. Just rims out again, rebounded by Holmes, and Desert Hills wants to run off the miss. He's going to drive right inside. Goes for a finger roll off the glass, misses it. Ball fought after finally Ryan Hopper gets it for Pineview, and here come the running Pineview Panthers. Beautiful pass inside to Taven Shepard. He puts it up off the glass and one.
Shepard right there, just always moving. Great job by Hopper to start that little secondary fast break, and then Shepard showing you some great athletic ability, taking a little contact, still finishing with the left hand off the window.
Shepard will go to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Right now at Fabulous Freddy's for 2020, you get unlimited washes for just $20 a month at the River Road and Bluff Street location. Shepard misses his free throw, rebounded by Mason Chase. Hopper with the ball. He's guarded by Shepard. Gets it to Jace Mortensen. Mortensen guarded by Sudweeks. Chase with the ball. He's been guarded pretty tightly by Pineview all night. Anytime he gets the ball, all eyes are on Chase. Judkins gets the ball, dribbling around, gets it back to Chase. Chase is going to go between the legs, stop, backs up, then drives to the left, kicks it over to Holmes. Holmes gets it inside the paint, floats it up, just misses it. Long ball tipped out by Munson, but then it's going to be knocked out off Jace Mortensen, and it'll be Pineview ball.
Yeah, Peyton Holmes that time kind of indecisive if he's going to go with the bank shot or, you know, try to play it off the front of the rim, and just it goes in between everything and just kind of ricochets off. And then it looked like Holmes and Mortensen both had a beat on that ball and maybe disrupted each other from grabbing that loose ball rebound.
Kohler kicks it over to Hopper, who's going to look to drive. Great defense by Holmes. Kohler's going to launch a 3, flat-footed. It doesn't matter. He knocks it down. does the shush sign to the Desert Hills student section. He plays with fire. We got a 1-point game.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, when they were just down 6 after Desert Hills had played so well early on, but now some turnovers, some missed opportunities, and Pineview starting to heat up from the field. It's a 1-point ball game.
Holmes from the left angle. He's going to launch a 3, misses it long, rebounded by Hopper. 3:03 left on the clock. Sudweeks has it in the corner. Back to Hopper. Kohler guarded at the top of the key with the ball. He's going to kick it over to Sudweeks. And we're going to get a foul on Desert Hills. I believe on Mortensen. Getting a hand on Sudweeks on the drive. His first foul of the game. Both teams have 5 team fouls. And Pineview will inbound it from underneath their basket with less than 3 minutes to play. We've got a 1-point game. Desert Hills leads 18-17 on your one-loss scoreboard. Nice pass inside at the elbow to Hopper, who puts it up. Looked like a brick, but it rolls in, and Pineview takes their first lead in a long time. Jace Mortensen looking to drive from the perimeter, kicks it over to Munson. Munson's going to take a 17-foot jumper, misses it short, rebounded by Kohler.
Yeah, and right now, Munson feeling like I'm not getting a lot of shots, so he takes a deep 2, really early in the possession.
Shepard kicks it over to Kohler, who drives after getting Keegan Munson in the air, and he finishes.
And he's giving a kiss to the student body section now. Kohler's starting to heat up, folks.
2:12 left in the first half. Pineview with the 21-18 lead. Holmes gets it into Munson. He's guarded by Kohler. Michael Moore peeking over as well. He's going to jump up, take the jumper this time, just rolls out, gets his own rebound, then misses the point-blank bunny, rebounded by Pineview. Hopper gets the outlet pass. Kicks it over to Michael Moore, inside to Jared Kohler on the left block, takes a couple of dribbles, gets Munson in the air, and then goes up into his body and one layup, and he's having a blast tonight.
Either his girlfriend is in the crowd at Desert Hills or he is toying with the Desert Hills student body section as he blew him another kiss. This kid is on fire right now. And Munson that time is trying to stay assertive on offense and just can't find the bottom of the well. And all of a sudden, Pineview up 5, a chance at the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line to make it 6. And Kohler's doing the heavy lifting.
And athletic director Kyle Campbell comes over to the ref and says, hey, he's signaling to our student section after every play almost. So the ref talks to Kohler before he hands him the ball to shoot a free throw. And Kohler knocks down the Fabulous Freddy's free throw. Having a heck of a night here in the first half. 24-18 Pineview leads. Holmes gets it to Newby. He's guarded by Shepard. To Judkins. Mason Chase, who's had a relatively quiet first half compared to what he's been doing as of late. Gets it to Newby. To Holmes. Marchant posting up down low against Kohler. He has the ball. Back to the basket. Going to drive in hard, and they're going to call Kohler on a block. He tried to flop, but the ref saw through it.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of contact, but that was a sell job there by Kohler. That's, in my opinion, a pretty good job officiating. There you see the replay. What do you see on the replay there, Andy?
Yeah, I think he was in position, but not enough contact to justify an offensive foul. Justin Judkins with it.
It's a 10-0 run right now for Pineview. Desert Hills sorely needs a bucket.
Gets it over to Mason Chase. Chase guarded tightly by Justin Hall. Nice little move by Chase, and he'll shoot up a floater. Just misses it. Rebounded by Shepard. 1:11 left in the first half. Gets it to Michael Moore in the corner. He pump fakes a 3, then gets it to Hopper. Back to Moore. This time Moore will drive back to Hopper. They keep driving and throwing it back to one another. This time they'll get it over to Kohler on the other side of the floor. Good defense by Desert Hills. Gets it inside to Shepard. Back out to Kohler. Takes a couple of dribbles. Back out to Shepard, who will take a 3. He just misses it. Rebounded by Reggie Newby. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. And Holmes will push it a little bit. Gets it to Judkins. Judkins with the left-handed dribble. Gets into the lane. Puts it up with the right hand, and good. Nice move by Judkins.
Yeah, it was kind of the hesitation, like he was backing out of the drive, and then he shifted it back into third, fourth gear. Lays it home.
25 seconds and ticking as Coach Eve signals to his point guard, Ryan Hopper, what set they want to run for one final shot before they head into the locker room. Hopper on the right side with Taven Shepard. Going to get a ball screen. He'll drive away from it, go to the baseline, kicks it to Michael Moore for a wide open 3. Misses it. Rebounded Marchant. He's got 3 seconds. He's got to get rid of the ball. Holmes is going to launch it from half court. Hits the backboard. Misses it. Woo, what a half, 24-20. Pineview retakes the lead in the second half, but Desert Hills was able to keep it close to a two-possession ball game headed into halftime.
Well, it was a 12-0 run. I mean, it was 18-12. It was 16-10. Then both teams traded buckets. It was 18-12, and then a 12-2 run in the last really 3 minutes and about 45 seconds. You know, Desert Hill's still very much in this game, but all the momentum with the Panthers going into the break.
We'll take the timeout. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the Info West halftime show, breaking down the stats, giving you the Hearst Ace Hardware scores from around the region as well. Next, after this 2-minute break, stay with us.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this. I need a one dance. And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Welcome back. Info West halftime show. We got a good one here live from the Thunderdome. Pineview leads 24-20. Teams are strategizing in the locker room. Check out Info West, the internet people, high-speed internet, speed burst, and more at infowest.com. They're the internet people in southern Utah. Devin, your thoughts about the first half's action?
Well, really entertaining first half, no question. First quarter, Desert Hills dominated. Second quarter, Pineview dominated. And both teams right now, searching to make adjustments. I think the preparation coming into this game for Desert Hills was great. And then I think Pineview made some great adjustments. I thought Hall and Bice really gave Panthers a boost. And then Jared Kohler put this team on his back in that second quarter. And just kind of got the crowd into it, was having some gamesmanship with the crowd and making bucket after bucket after bucket. And really, Pineview shoots 14 out of 25 in the first half from the field. And really, Kohler doing a lot of the work there. So both teams really know the importance of these games as they wind down and they're into the second half of region play. And the intensity was there in the first half for both squads.
24-20. You're listening to the Info West halftime show. Going to try to get you as many of the updates as we can from around the region. Last we saw was a 2-point game, Crimson Cliffs and Snow Canyon. A game that Snow Canyon's trying to get revenge after losing their first region game of the season to the first-time school. We got Dixie, Canyon View, as well as Cedar and Hurricane. We'll also be giving, stay tuned for the post-game show. We got a bunch of awards to pass out. Also, the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert, we're right about on pace through the first half here with 24 points from Pineview. If any team in Region 9 goes for 55 or more, you're going to head to Yogurtland for 5 ounces of free frozen yogurt. Let's take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll give you our adjustments made from the first half, as well as our
highlights,
as well as our highlights from our CEC staff on the InfoWest halftime show. 2-minute break. Back with highlights and more after this.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Welcome back. You're listening to the InfoWest halftime show. Check out InfoWest, the internet people in southern Utah. Get high-speed internet, web design, tech support, and more. Check out clean internet and speed burst for your family at infowest.com. Let's take a look at our first half highlights. It was a heck of a fun first half with a lot of great plays. Judkins finding Peyton Holmes, who got started early and often in that first half for Desert Hills.
Yeah, and we chose him as our Stilson Star Watch player tonight, and 7 points in that first half. But there's Kohler getting it going. Mason Chase had 8 for the Thunder. That was probably the easiest bucket he had all night. And look at that from Hall. Juddy making a big-time bucket, and then Bice getting an open look. So right now they go back and forth, and that's kind of how it was. Mason Chase, Rain making a Team D3 right there.
And Bice had, several opportunities, got a lot of playing time in that first half, paid it off. And Jared Kohler having too much fun for Pineview that first half as we see Peyton Holmes in the paint, flipping one up and rolling it in.
And Kohler again, and right there, you saw him blow a little kiss to the student body section. Hopper knocks a bucket down. The starting five played really well. And once you hit a couple outside shots like Kohler did, then you're able to drive and attack. A little hesitation move there for Justin Judkins. I think he had, 5 points in the first half. Had an early and one, and then that bucket right there. Still tight. Defensive war going on out there, Andy.
What adjustments, Devin, if you're Desert Hills. You're down by 4. You weathered the storm a little bit when Pineview went on that big run. Peyton Holmes is being more assertive defensively. It looks like they're being active. What changes, I guess, would you make for that second half?
Well, I would maybe shift up who's guarding Jared Kohler, give him a couple different looks.
Yeah.
I thought they defended Taven Shepard really well. On the other side, I thought they did an admirable job on Mason Chase. And I don't know, man. Both these teams are playing so hard. It's such an even match. I don't know how much we'll see in the adjustment department. I think, the team just comes out, executes the best, got a really good chance to win. I thought Desert Hills had too many turnovers in that second quarter, and that's what led to that, 12-2 run to end the half for the Pineview Panthers.
Take a look at our Wilkinson stats. Check out Wilkinson's, the light experts, fans, and fixtures, plus unique items like games and much more at Wilkinson's across from Fiesta Fun in St. George. The leading scorer for Pineview is Jared Kohler, had a 3 and 4 buckets in the paint. Really good half for him. Then for the Desert Hills Thunder, Mason Chase with 8 points, Justin Judkins with 5, and Peyton Holmes with 7 to equal the 20 points for the home team. Also in the advanced metric stats here, Ryan Hopper leading Pineview with 2 assists. He's also got a board. Jared Kohler, very efficient night as he is 5 for 7 in the first half. Very effective so far for the Panthers. Those are your Wilkinson stats. We'll have the whole lot of them when the game wraps up. Stay tuned for our post-game show when we give out our Dats Trucking Player of the Game and our AWP Playmaker Play of the Game, and there's been a lot of good ones in this first half. Let's take a 45-second break. We'll be back with the second half right here on your Region 9 Radio Network.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden T holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
Welcome back. Holmes game of the night from Desert Hills High School. Pineview leads 24-20. Trying to get some scores from some of the other games. We had a tight one over with Crimson Clips and Snow Canyon.
Hearst State's Hardware update. Cedar pulling away into the third, 54-37. And Cedar is beating Hurricane right now.
Here we go, second half getting underway. Kohler will pass it into Ryan Hopper as Pineview has the 4-point lead to start the second half. Hopper inside out dribble, kicks it over to Michael Moore, who drives, puts it up off the glass, and he's going to get an and one. Strong move.
It's always interesting when the outside official calls that and the underneath official does not.
Yeah.
Mason Chase had a very quizzical, I'm not saying it was or wasn't a foul. Mason Chase just had this quizzical look on his face like, what did I do?
Moore will go to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Fairly quiet first half for Moore. In fact,
first points
right there. 27-20, Pineview with the third quarter lead. Holmes gets it to Newby. Justin Judkins trying to post up against Sudweeks. He'll face up on Sudweeks, goes right at him, puts it up, misses it. Great contest by Sudweeks. Judkins gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Jace Mortensen, who knocks down the team D3.
Yeah, it's just a huge clutch shot from Morty. And Justin Judkins not trying to force it up and in, just go ahead and kick it out, get an open look for a teammate, and he buries it.
Kohler throws it between the hands of Shepard. Ball goes to Mason Chase and a Pineview turnover. Chase will drive hard against Michael Moore. Great defense by Moore to stay in front. Kicks it back out to Holmes, to Mortensen. Cross-court pass to Holmes in the corner. Beautiful pass, looked inside to Newby. Forces Kohler to reach in to prevent an easy layup. And Newby will go to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
And I love the unselfishness to start the second half. You see Judkins on that previous possession, kick it out. Now you see Holmes get it to Newby, who gets a trip to the Fab Freddy's free throw line. Don't forget those $20 unlimited car washes to celebrate 2020. That's a great value. Wash your car as much as you want. You get an upgrade on Tuesdays. Get all the details at either Southern Utah Fabulous Freddy's.
Reggie Newby knocks down his first attempt from the charity stripe and then rolls in his second one. And we've got a 27-25 ball game with Just under 7 minutes left on your garage doors only clock. Michael Moore gets it to Shepard. Shepard jump stops, gets it to Kohler, who's been red hot. Kohler decides to kick it back out on the perimeter. Nice spin move by Taven Shepard. Creates some space against Newby and floats it in for 2.
I love that play. Both teams trading buckets here to start the second half, and now a turnover.
At Desert Hills, a little miscommunication on the perimeter pass. Rolls out of bounds, and it'll be Pineview ball with the 4-point lead. Ryan Hopper running the offense for the Panthers as always tonight. Trying to find Kohler on the elbow. Great play by Mortensen. Not a great pass inside. Ball's turned over to Desert Hills. Chase crosses over, drives inside. Big crab step, puts it up off the glass and good.
And I like the decision to go with Mortensen here in the third quarter. It's paying off, and another good bucket there for the Thunder.
Hopper going to drive hard, gets it over to Kohler, who's going to be fouled from behind. Mason Chase doesn't like the call.
Take a look at this one again, but I thought that was probably a foul. Almost looked like, from my vantage point, he got him on the head, but I don't know. He kind of whiffed on the block attempt, didn't he, or did he get a piece?
I think he whiffed. It's hard.
Anytime you're pinned on a guy's back and he's going to the rim and you swat, though, it just draws the eye of the official, whether you touch him or not.
Kohler misses front end from the fabulous Freddie's free throw line. A rare miss for him tonight from anywhere on the court. 29-27, Pineview leads. Kohler makes a second one.
Yeah, he was clutching that first half. Still got a game-high 13, even with that miss, as he split the free throws.
Peyton Holmes gets it to Newby, to Mortensen, who made some great passes here in the third quarter. He whips it over to Newby, to Holmes. Judkins trying to post up again on Sudweeks. He's kind of playing the big man right now in this lineup. Gets it to Peyton Holmes. Holmes drives in heavy traffic, puts it up. He'll be fouled, and then a technical foul is going to be called. Count the basket. And
Hopper got the personal foul, then we got a T on Holmes. For what did he do there? Let's take a look if we can get this, another replay. Coach Turley's getting an explanation. Holmes with a great hang and then hit. He was fouled. He hit him on the wrist, and he said something.
Talking a little trash maybe to
It looked like
Hopper.
he said, yeah, boy, maybe. But he kind of said it right to him.
Yeah.
But to me, you saw in the first half, Kohler, what he was doing to the fans. That's a motion play and an and one.
I agree.
Where's the consistency would be my question. Now, the technical was not on Holmes, or was it on Holmes?
I think the technical was on Holmes.
So why are they clearing the lane?
I don't know.
Because
probably because the technical free throw comes after.
Yeah. So he'll get the one free throw, complete the three-point play. Now Pineview's going to get 2 plus the ball.
And they'll send Jared Sudweeks. He's over 90% on the year from the charity stripe.
Tied at 30. That Suds can put Pineview back on top.
And he knocks down his first free throw. 31-30. Appreciate St. George Sports Performance Center. They've helped countless athletes in Region 9 increase their speed and agility. Brennan Ames and the guys have their beautiful new setup at Nets on Fire at Green Valley. Learn more at St. George Sports Performance Center. Ball goes inside to Taven Shepard. 32-30, Pineview leads it. He's got it on the block. Beautiful fake and then spin move off Reggie Newby for a layup.
Unbelievable performance tonight. Both these teams.
Mortensen gets it down low. He's guarded by Kohler. Gets it back out to Mason Chase.
And I like that. Don't force it. Didn't really feel like he had his footing right, so kick it back out, reset.
Newby tries to float it inside to Holmes. Dangerous pass. And they're going to call it out on Hopper. And Desert Hills will retain possession. We're going to get a replay for our TV audience. And I think Hopper has a little bit of an argument.
They did ask for some help, and the official conferred, and they still stuck with the original call.
Judkins slaps the ball, throws it into Peyton Holmes. 5:07 left on the garage doors only clock. Newby, bounce pass inside to Mortensen, who's going up against Kohler. Spin move, then fades away, misses it long, rebounded Shepard. Shepard gets it to Hopper. They're going to push. Sudweeks with the ball inside the three-point line, misses the layup. Great defense and block by Jace Mortensen, rebounded by Justin Judkins. He's going to push, goes behind the back, gets it to Reggie Newby, misses the three, and the ball is going to be fought over. Mortensen trying to tear it away from Kohler, and it's going to be a jump ball. The possession arrow will point towards Desert Hills.
How about Jace Mortensen? Interesting decision. Don't know, why Munson hasn't got a look here, but Mortensen making the most of these minutes. A senior, three-sport star. Love the effort from Jace Mortensen.
Inbounds pass goes to Newby in the corner. He drills the team D3.
Well, I love it. You're a little off, and shooters know they're a little off. Different spot, different rhythm, and knock it down.
34-33, Pineview with the lead and the ball. Here's Hopper.
How many Team D auto sales three-pointers is that for the Thunder now?
Sudweeks flips it up off the glass, misses it. Ball gets tipped away, fought over, finally grabbed by Mason Chase. They're going to push. They got numbers. Holmes will pull up, and he'll knock down a Team D3. They're red hot right now.
Desert Hills up two via the triple. The Team D auto sales three. Selection, quality, price. That's what you get at Team D auto on the Boulevard, 488 East St. George Boulevard.
6 threes on the game for Desert Hills. As a team, Pineview responds by getting it to Kohler. Mr. Reliable on that left block, goes up, gets fouled, knocks down the layup, and he'll go to the free throw line.
No, nothing there to the fans, so that's good to see. Probably they've caught on to him now, so he doesn't want to risk getting a tactical foul or anything. But he just continues to dominate in the low block, just goes quick to that left hand, puts it home, draws the contact. He's been so clutch.
Looked like a pretty touchy foul there. Sure. I thought Mortensen was straight up on the replay. Now Mortensen has it on the offensive end. Judkins with a pump fake, then goes into about 16 feet, misses the jumper, but rebounded by Mortensen. He's been all over the court here in the third quarter. Holmes gets it to Chase. Chase trying to lob it over the top to Mortensen. Mortensen catches it, throws it outside to Holmes, back to Chase, who's cutting inside the paint. He hangs up in the air and puts up the layup over Kohler.
Oh, the athletic ability of Mason Chase. He's flying through the air, puts it to the left hand, and softly lays it in.
Kohler gets it to Shepard, takes a couple dribbles. Desert Hills tightening up the defense, and a stolen pass by Mortensen. Holmes in transition gets it to Judkins, who goes up for a layup, misses it short, but he's fouled.
Yeah, and probably another ticky-tack foul there called. But, Juddy initiating. He's got two guys there, and he gets the whistle. So they all even out at the end, as they say.
38-37.
Yeah.
Thunder with the lead as Judkins goes to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 on the night. Make that 2 for 2. Extends the lead to 2 points.
How about the effort from Morty, though? Morty has come in and provided a huge spark.
And he knocks down a second free throw. 40-37 here in the third quarter. 3:04 on your garage doors only clock. Hopper gets a screen from Shepard. He goes left into the lane, throws it out to Kohler, who gets it to Sudweeks. Sudweeks guarded by Judkins. Judkins so good on the ball defense. Ball goes inside to Kohler, who puts it up, misses it, gets his own rebound, misses his second attempt. Ball gets outside to Sudweeks, who gets the ball, and Pineview will reset. Kohler trying to set a screen. Sudweeks goes away from it, gets it back to Kohler, thinks about a three, pulls it down, instead passes it over to Shepard. Then a long possession for Pineview. Shepard gets it out to Kohler, to Moore, who's guarded by Chase. 35 feet away from the basket. Moore gonna drive, kicks it back out to Kohler, and Desert Hills flying all over the court. Shepard terminates his dribble, gets it to Hopper, who's gonna drive inside, gets it back to Shepard, who goes up on the left side of the basket for a layup. Really persistent possession there by the Panthers.
Well, they got the mismatch there. Shepard on the switch there on the pick and roll, executed perfectly by Hopper, gets Holmes on the back of Taven Shepard, and just not enough size there. And a timeout quickly taken by Coach Eves and the Pineview Panthers.
All right, we'll take a 30-second timeout. 30-second timeout. Back with more of the third quarter right here on your Region 9 Radio Network.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Welcome back, ESPN 97.7, CEC TV, bringing you the pictures. If you're driving home, you can hop on sportsradio977.com, or if you have TDS, tune into the Community Education Channel to watch it in HD. We got a good one.
Oh, do we ever? 40-39. Remember, they played a one-point game pre-Christmas to start region play. Pineview wins at home by a point.
Desert Hills with the ball. Beautiful backdoor cut by Justin Judkins. The feed from Chase for the layup.
And John, who's the Dixie State coach, got to be pretty proud of the way Justin's playing tonight. He is doing a lot of little things, but add a nice spark in the scoring department.
42-39, Thunder lead. Drive by Michael Moore right at Chase. And he puts it in for another and one opportunity for Pineview.
Yeah, Moore, didn't shoot it good in the first half, but finally got to the stripe, got some points, and now just a little lean in there on Mason, and that's now 3 on Mason. He's going to have to be a little bit careful still. Late third quarter.
Moore goes to the fabulous Freddie's free throw line. His first time at the charity stripe, and he drills it. 43-42 now for Pineview. Desert Hills, Reggie Newby with the ball at the wing, gets it to Judkins. Mason Chase with 1:27 left in the third quarter. To Holmes, he gets a screen and roll from Mortensen.
They got Mortensen on Hopper. They had a mismatch, but Holmes didn't feed it to him.
Mortensen cuts across to the other side. They get it to him on the block. This time, Sudweeks is on him. He kicks it out to Newby, who pump fakes a three to Judkins, who steps out, then drives, kicks it out to Mortensen, who gets the pass, tries to get it to Mason Chase in the middle. He's double teamed. He's going to go up strong and force his way in. Power move by Mason Chase.
Yeah, just had a kick out too. Just doesn't use it. Just goes into a shoulder turn power move once he recollected it. And tough call again. These and one calls are just tough against the defense on both sides right now.
Very touchy.
I don't know what else you do as a defender there.
Chase will look to make it a three-point play. He does. 45-42 now for Desert Hills.
And still no Keegan Munson. He's only got 2 personal fouls. Not sure if maybe, Coach Turley just going with a different look to try to. It's worked. Mortensen's came in and really sparked them defensively, making some good plays on offense as well.
Shepard looking to hand it off. Instead, gets it to Hopper, who finds Kohler down low. Great passing underneath for an easy bucket for Kohler.
Kohler is doing a little bit of everything tonight. Every time they need a big bucket, Kohler seems like he's the guy.
Holmes to Sampson, looking for cutters. Newby gets it, gonna drive in, throws it back out to Sampson. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 45-44, Desert Hills leads. Thunder with the ball, Sampson to Newby. Holmes.
Clearly the Thunder want to hold for one or get a really high percentage shot.
Holmes guarded by Hopper, and he's gonna hold it. Gets a screen from Mortensen. Instead, takes a three off the screen. Wanted contact, airballs the three. Now Pineview's going to push. Errant pass intercepted by Holmes, and he's got 2 seconds. He's going to float it up from the elbow and just misses it badly off the backboard.
He should have kicked that one to Morty probably on the wing there. I think Morty would have had time to set instead of taking a runner there, but Holmes maybe was worried about the clock. And boy, 1-point game going to the fourth.
45-44, Thunder lead after 3. Let's take a 45-second break. Back with the fourth after this on your Region 9 Radio Network.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back. Holmes game of the night here at Desert Hills High School. Thunder have a 1-point lead, 45-44 here in the fourth quarter, just getting underway. Pineview with the ball. Hopper, top of the key, gets it to Michael Moore. They've got Taven Shepard working the high post against the Desert Hills zone. Over to Moore, gets an open three. He drills it late, getting over there was Sampson.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Desert Hills is winning the three-point edge, and a huge Team Diato sales triple by Mikey Moore.
47-45 now. Pineview leads. Newby with the ball on the left corner. He's going to launch one flat-footed. It rims out, rebounded by Pineview. Here's Hopper, guarded by Holmes. To Moore. Desert Hills in their 2-3 zone. As Hopper flashes out, and he's going to get a look at an open three, and he's going to miss it long, rebounded by Chase. Chase is going to push. Gets it to Newby, he'll drive baseline. Great job by Sudweeks getting over, and then the ball tapped by Taven Shepard. Great hand, and a turnover by Desert Hills. Here comes Pineview with a 2-point lead. Hopper to Sudweeks. Kohler going to post up against Mortensen. Back to the basket, goes inside the paint, flips it up, and in! What a move down in the post once again by Jared Kohler.
Wearing 22, and he's on track to get more than that tonight. He has been clutch. Another bucket by Mr. Kohler.
Sampson gets it to Chase, 49-45. Pineview leads Chase with an acrobatic finish in the paint over Shepard.
And they needed that to keep it one possession. Kohler's got 20 tonight, and I think Mason was like, I need a bucket here. I need to get the momentum back our way a little bit.
Moore, pass inside. Sudweeks gets it on the block, dribbles it out, gets it back to Moore. Moore trying to find cutters. Good defense by Desert Hills. They're back in their man-to-man.
It was 24-20 at halftime. I wasn't sure we were going to get our big score dessert brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt. We might get it now, Andy.
5:45 left in the fourth quarter. As Shepard gets it over to Moore, who's going to launch another three, and he drills it. He's feeling it right in front of his student section.
Huge, just ice water running through his veins, in rhythm, knocking it down. Big time shot.
Mason Chase gets it to Holmes. Holmes gonna look to take a three. Instead, takes a couple dribbles. Inside, power step inside, flips it with the English off the window, and one for Holmes.
Oh my, bringing the fans to their feet in the Thunderdome. How did he get the English? Watch this, coming into your living room, Mr. Holmes with a little magic off the window, and down it goes.
Wow, what a game, and what a way to respond by Holmes tonight after only having 2 field goal attempts against Dixie on Tuesday.
Are still some Star Watch players tonight? Jared Kohler,
pretty good, right?
Peyton Holmes.
Pretty good.
I mean, they have both put on a show. They're not alone, though.
And he knocks down the fabulous Freddie's free throw. Got a 2-point game. Pineview leads 52-50 with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Kohler gets it inside to a cutting Taven Shepard, and we got another and one. We're having an and one fest here in the Thunderdome tonight. Great job cutting towards the basket by Shepard. And a good look from Kohler. Looks like he got him a little bit on his off shoulder as Shepard will go to the line for the second time tonight. And he makes the free throw. And Desert Hills will take a timeout, be a full timeout. We'll take a 60-second timeout brought to you by Intercap Lending here on your hometown sports source, ESPN 97.7.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows? Maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Welcome back. Appreciate Intermountain Sports Medicine helping us bring you Region 9 basketball tonight. They volunteered their trainers to help out Region 9 all season long. Appreciate that. Tonight, we've got some good ones here for Pineview. Michelle Hudson. And Desert Hills has a new one, Devin.
Mark Harris, right?
Yeah, Mark Harris. He's been excellent for the Thunder. 55-50.
That was a good look on a little baby hook from about 8 feet out. Just went right off the back iron.
Pineview with the lead and the ball. Michael Moore gets it over to Shepard. To Hopper. We're at 4:18. Hopper with the crossover dribble, gets to the free throw line, passes it back out to Moore, who's guarded by Mason Chase. Takes a dribble, gets it to Shepard. Over to Sudweeks. They're trying to get it to Kohler down against Mortensen. He spins baseline, gets it to Hopper. Another pass inside to Shepard for a wide open layup, but he misses it.
Oh, lucky because Newby was out of position there, but just couldn't finish.
Holmes flips it over to Judkins, who's guarded by Sudweeks. He's going to drive into the paint, whips it over to Mortensen, and thinks about a three instead. Throws it cross court to Newby, a little high, but Newby gets it. And he gets it inside to Holmes, who's guarded by Shepard on the right block. Spin move by Holmes off the glass. Nice little post move by the point guard.
Yeah, and Peyton Holmes only took a couple shots on Tuesday in that loss to Dixie. Tonight, he's really looking to score it. Pretty move, goes to the right hand with the quickness. Really, the quickness of the move is what prevented Shepard from blocking that shot.
Hopper to Kohler, guarded by Mortensen. Gets it over to Sudweeks, who's guarded by Judkins. Trying to get it to Kohler now on the right block. Instead, they'll flip it over to Hopper. And they're going to be whipping it around here at the perimeter with 3 minutes left. They got a 3-point lead. Hopper takes it back out to the volleyball line and will reset their half-court motion. Over to Michael Moore, Desert Hills in the man. Moore will get a screen from Shepard, goes into the paint, tries to finish with the left hand. Newby got a lot of ball, but they're going to get him with the foul going up with the body. And that'll send Moore to the line.
Yeah, and he's sliding, and
yeah, I think that's a good call.
I think he got him just on the hand as it was empty. And Michael Moore clapping. And a chance to get a little separation here at the Fabulous Ferries free throw line. If he can hit it, but he can't, misses the first. Still can push it to a two-possession game with this second one. Man, it's going to be tough naming a dad-struggling player of the game tonight. There's been some terrific efforts.
He misses both of them. Leaves it a one-possession game. Desert Hills trails 55-52 with the ball. 2:40 left on the garage doors only clock. Mason Chase takes a couple of dribbles, kicks it back out to Mortensen. Holmes wants the ball against Hopper down on the block. They try to get it to him, but Hopper's going to foul him from behind.
And I'm just not sure exactly the decision. I'm sure it's justified, but I'm just not sure why we haven't seen Keegan Munson in the second half. Any ideas?
No. It's very strange. Mortensen gets the inbound pass, gets it out. Mason Chase in the corner. He'll drive hard baseline, goes up, throws it down one-handed. Cuts it to a one-point game, Mason Chase.
He can fly, can't he? Oh, my goodness.
Cow.
The one-handed runner from the baseline with the tomahawk. Look at the Desert Hills bench. They're falling down. They're celebrating. They can't believe it.
Hopper with the ball. Pineview with the 1-point lead. Desert Hills student section going crazy. Hopper under 2 minutes now. Coach Eves signaling in the play. He gets it to Shepard, to Sudweeks. Great defense by Judkins, but Sudweeks is going to drive against him, and they're going to get Justin Judkins on a blocking foul as Sudweeks was driving to the rack. And you never want to put this guy on the free throw line. Good aggressive move there by Sudweeks.
I'm still in awe of that baseline tomahawk by Mason Chase.
Wow, Sudweeks misses his first free throw. And he's only got 2 points tonight. No field goals. 2 free throws in the first quarter. And he spins in off of bounds the second one, and Pineview will call the timeout. 56-54. Pineview leads with 1:51 left on your garage doors only clock. Let's take a 45-second timeout. We'll be back with the rest of the fourth quarter right after this.
1 in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your dog walker,
On your left.
your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden T holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
Welcome back for our TV audience, getting the replay of Mason Chase. That might be the dunk of the year so far in Region 9, going baseline, tomahawk, slam. And it's 56-54, Desert Hills with the ball, down 2 points. Pass goes to Judkins, almost stolen. That was a dangerous, lackadaisical pass as Holmes was being double-teamed, almost picked off by Sudweeks. But instead, Desert Hills will get the foul call. And Justin Judkins will go to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line for a chance to tie things up here with 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Judkins knocks it down.
Juddy's been clutch tonight, hadn't he? Really great floor game. Good decisions.
And he knocks it down. Clutch free throws by Judkins, the junior.
He's got 11 tonight. Just going about his business, playing hard.
Tie ball game, 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Hopper gonna get it to Shepard. Handoff to Michael Moore. Gets it to Kohler, guarded by Jace Mortensen. Kohler to Shepard. And he'll hand it off to Hopper. And they're gonna stick around at the perimeter with 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game as Hopper goes left and finds Kohler. Moore with the ball now, guarded tightly on that left side by Mason Chase. To Kohler, to Shepard. And he tries to hand it off to Sudweeks. It's gonna be knocked out of bounds. And they're saying it's off Pineview. Bad possession there by the Panthers to give the ball back to the Thunder with a chance to take the lead with just under a minute left to go. Timeout, Desert Hills. It's a full timeout. We'll take it. Let's take a 45-second break. Back with the remainder of this game right after this.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back. We got an exciting one here for you on Star Wars night at Desert Hills High School. 56-56.
And look who's on the court for the first time in the second half, Keegan Munson.
Wow. Bring him in for the offensive possession. He's been out forever. And Peyton Holmes will walk it up with 56 and ticking. Tie ball game. And they're in four corners right now. Justin Judkins will now have to dribble as Sedgwick comes up to guard him. Mason Chase guarded by Michael Moore. He takes a few dribbles.
It really risky to try to hold it for this long, but I think he almost got it with no high school shot clock in the state of Utah. You know, worst case, you go to overtime. You just can't turn it over here.
Chase, a couple of aggressive dribbles, gets in the paint, flips it out to Newby, who gets it back out to Holmes. Had that pass been spot on to Newby, he may have taken the three. Instead, they'll reset up top. 15 seconds. Judkins to Chase. Chase over to Holmes. 9 seconds. 7 seconds. Holmes gonna launch a three. Knocks it down! 3 seconds and counting. And it's gonna be a timeout by Coach Eves. 59-56. What a shot by Peyton Holmes.
Oh, he's played great all night. He's played so unselfish, but he's looked more assertive. And you know, the only thing, he maybe took it 2.2 seconds too soon, but who cares? You force Pineview with 2.2 to try to send it to overtime. You just don't want to foul here. What a great play. Offensive possession was flawless. Peyton Holmes with the clutch moment of the night so far.
Huge shot by Holmes. They've added a second, it looks like, on the clock. 3.2 seconds on the Garage Doors Only clock. Appreciate Garage Doors Only bringing you our clock and time all year long right here on your Region 9 radio network. They do one thing and do it well. Check out Garage Doors Only on North Bluff Street in St. George today. 59-56, Thunder lead. And what do you think, Dev? How do you get
Sudweeks
the ball?
You run him hard off a screen, but if it's not there, I have no problem with Shepard, Kohler, or Mikey Moore hitting the shot. Hopper might want to do it himself. You know, you don't have a lot of time here.
And Mark Armstrong, the voice of the Thunder, down on the PA, getting the crowd pumped up for the final 3.2 seconds. Keegan Munson will guard the inbounder. It'll be Jared Kohler. They got to get across half court quick. Ball goes into Michael Moore, slips just a little bit, gets across half court, puts it up in time off the backboard, just misses it off the rim. Great effort by Michael Moore, and Desert Hills is rolling onto the court. The student section going crazy. Arguably their biggest win of the year here at home. 59-56. Desert Hills gets the epic victory here at home. We'll take a 2-minute break. We'll be back with our Johnson Pediatrics post-game show right after this.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience, mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
Where do you find the titans of classical music in St. George? Classical music on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM. Where do you find the legends of jazz? Evenings on Radio St. George, 100.3 FM.
Welcome back, Desert Hills High School. What a game. Thunder win it on a big-time three from Peyton Holmes, 59-56. Made it with 3.2 seconds left. And the Desert Hills Thunder get a huge win here at home. Their 7th victory of the year, and their fourth. Yes, their 4th region win. They are now 4-4 in region play this year. This is the Johnson Pediatrics post-game show. Dr. Cody Johnson and his staff make your kids feel right at home. See why so many are choosing Johnson Pediatrics. Call 628-0511 and ask for the new patient special at Johnson Pediatrics. Let's go through some Wilkinson stats for Desert Hills. Peyton Holmes, 21 points. Only had did he go 0 against Dixie?
He had a free throw.
He had 1 free throw, but 21 points tonight. What a performance. Mason Chase, 19 points, including the tomahawk slam on the baseline. Jace Mortensen with 3 points. And Justin Judkins had an awesome game for Desert Hills. He had 11, and Reggie Newby with 5 points for the Thunder. For Pineview, they were led by Jared Kohler at 12 points in the first half, 14, 16, 18, 20 points on the game for Jared Kohler.
How many, 20?
20 points for Kohler. He was excellent. Inside out, made a 3 in the first half, unguardable when they would get it to him in position down on the block. Second half, Michael Moore stepped up big time. He had 2 huge threes, and he finished with 6, 8, 10, 11 points for Pineview, their second leading scorer tonight. Jared Suddeweeks held to just 3 total points,
surprising,
all on free throws. No field goals made for Suddeweeks. Credit Desert Hills for the defensive effort following him wherever he went. Ryan Hopper with 4 points, and Justin Hall had 2 points. And those are your Wilkinson stats tonight. What a game, Devin. I mean, we've called some good ones tonight. We've called some close ones. And now we've got
Coach Hokinson
joining us for Desert Hills.
He catches breath. He raced up here. Some coach's comments. And Coach, heck of a win, huh? Heck of a win. You guys get it done tonight. So much to talk about. I don't even know where to start. First half, first quarter, you guys outplayed them. Second quarter, some turnovers. Kohler got hot, and you guys found yourself down 4 at the half. Talk about the adjustments you made in the second half.
Well, we there?
I don't got you, Coach. Let me fix this. We'll put him in mic 4. Try 4, Andy. See if we can get Coach's audio to work.
We good?
Yeah, we're good.
So we knew that Pineview wasn't going to back down at any point. I mean, they have great kids. I really respect their program and how hard they played. I don't know if they even subbed the second half, and those kids were playing hard. My hat's off to them and how hard they played. We were fortunate to get this one tonight. But we went small ball the whole second half to match up with some of their speed and their quickness, and I felt like that helped us defensively especially. Because our Jace came in, and, I mean, he's undersized at the post, but he battled hard. He battles hard, yeah, and rebounded, just didn't get pushed around, and really gave us a good spark.
How did Keegan take that? Because he had to sit that entire second half till about the last 2 sequences.
Yeah, I haven't got chance to talk to him. I know that's hard for kids. You know, you're competitive kids. You want to be in the game. You want to be competing with your buddies. But he's a great kid, and he's been a good teammate, and I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for our win.
Coach, Peyton Holmes had kind of an epic night for you guys tonight. Off that Dixie game where he didn't get a lot of attempts at the basket, tonight goes off 21 points, including the game winner at the end of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and he's maybe our best shooter, our best kick-out shooter, and he hasn't been shooting it as much as we would like him to. I mean, he gets to the basket fine, but if he's in a stance and his kick-out, we want him to shoot that ball. And, you know, there at the end, that's what we were looking for, him either on the fade screen or getting Mason to the basket, and he knocked it down, did a great job.
You know, he had that unbelievable up and under reverse with a little English off the rim, got the and one. Had another and one where he got a technical for chirping a little bit, I guess. Did he say something to get that T, Coach?
He may have. He's a confident kid, and he got caught up in the motion a little bit. But I'm really pleased with how hard he played and how much he competed tonight.
Yeah, he needed that after Tuesday where he didn't really score a lot. That was probably a big confidence boost for him.
Yeah, not just him, our whole squad. I mean, I've been really happy with our kids. Our record's not what we anticipated it was going to be, but no one's hung their head. Kids come every day. They've worked hard. They really deserve to get the W tonight.
Justin Judkins had a great game, kind of all around. He scored 11 points, kind of above his average scoring-wise, made some key free throws down the stretch, knocked them both down. Maybe talk about his performance a little bit, Coach.
Justin, I mean, he may be our best all-around player. He just does everything. He guards the best player. He leads us in assists. He's the most efficient kid we have as far as assist to turnovers ratio. He's one of our captains. Rarely do we have a junior captain, and he's one of them. And he's just a good coach on the floor.
Talk a little bit about the next 6 games. I mean, where you guys want to get to, because I've been saying for weeks and weeks and weeks that I feel like you have all the ingredients to compete for a state championship, but yet you've been on the short end of so many close losses this year. The record doesn't, like you said earlier, indicate how good you thought you'd be at this point.
Yeah, and that's exactly. We just want to get hot. I mean, we feel like we've gotten a little bit better. We haven't gotten all the breaks that we would have liked to have, but when we're not looking 6 games ahead, we're seeing Hurricane on Tuesday, and then hopefully we can get them, and then we'll look to Thursday. So,
Coach, have you had a twitchy kid like Mason Chase that can just take a little baseline and just tomahawk it like that? I mean, that got this whole building erupting.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I've coached a long time between here and Pineview for quite a few years, and I don't know if I've ever coached as an athletic as a kid as he is. I mean, he can flat out fly and jump, and he's been much more efficient. I mean, he shoots better than 40% from threes, better than 50 from twos, 80% from the free throw line, and he's taken care of the ball a lot better the last little bit. And so he's really risen up and been a great player for us.
Yeah, I mean, he had 75 points in the last 3 games. I mean, averaging 25 coming in. He had 19 tonight. And he's getting a lot of these points within the framework of the offense. It seems like he's not trying to put it all on his back like he was early in the season in those close games.
Yeah, he's picking his spots. He's not trying to drive against set defense. He's not trying to drive without a ball reversal. And so he's picking his spots, and it's helped him to become more. And our spacing's a little bit better, so they don't load the paint as much on him.
You can always expect the unexpected, as I like to say in Region 9. There's never an easy one, and tonight I think is a great example of that. Enjoy the win, Coach. Get some rest this weekend, and then we'll see you next Tuesday against the Tigers.
All right, appreciate it.
Coach Will Hokinson, everybody here in our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, and heck of an effort for the Thunder, man.
Yeah, very emotional win. Crowd still out in their Star Wars gear on the floor. We're going to take a break. Let's take a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we'll give out our honors. It's going to be tough, but there were some awesome plays tonight, so we'll sort it out here in the break. 60-second timeout, back with the Das Trucking Player of the Game right after this.
For over a century, Dixie State University has been shaping the trailblazers of tomorrow by providing a culture of active learning, active life. With a paradigm of real-world experience mixed with cutting-edge technologies and rich traditions, we provide one of the most affordable educations in the West, set against the most stunning backdrop on the planet.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Welcome back. Johnson Pediatrics post-game show from the Thunderdome inside Desert Hills High School. Desert Hill gets a 3-point win over Pineview after a 3-point make by Peyton Holmes with just a couple of seconds left. Gives them their 4th win in region play, their 7th win overall for the Thunder.
And it should be noted that Mason Chase started with the ball on that play.
Yeah.
And he gives it up out top to Holmes, who quickly gives it up to Judd. He gets it right back. And then Munson sets a beautiful pick to really give him, going to his left, a chance to stop, spot, square the feet, and nail the Team Deotto Sales 3-pointer that wins the game. There was 2.2 on the clock. They added a second. I thought Pineview got a really good look. I mean, 2.2,
yeah.
They got, 6-7 feet behind the line, but it wasn't a half-court heave. It was a deep Jimmer range 3 on the run.
Gave it a good chance, too, yeah.
But you're not – it's hard to get a good possession unless you throw a baseball pass, then go to a kick out. It's very difficult to get much better look than Michael Moore got to chance to tie it, send it to overtime. Just didn't fall. It just missed a little bit left off the iron, but didn't miss by much.
Time now for our Dats Trucking player of the game. Dats Trucking, your quality service carrier, running strong since 1988. Fuel it up and grab a snack at Ernie's 2 Sinclair Station at the top of the boulevard, delivering your Dats Trucking player of the game all season long. What do you think, Dev?
Well, I think it's
no-brainer.
I think it depends. I mean, if you want to share a Kohler, certainly for Pineview.
He was awesome.
You would go with him as your Dats Trucking player of the game for the Panthers. But as for the game itself, I mean, you got a clean sweep tonight. But I like to share the love, so we'll split it up. Why not? I'll go with the Dats Trucking player of the game, Justin Judkins, tonight, because you just heard Coach talk about his defense, leads the team in assists. I mean, in double figures, I thought he was really good. Guarding Sudweeks and holding him to 3 points.
Amazing.
That to me is there. It would have been very easy to give Peyton Holmes the player of the game. He had 21 points, including the game winner. But that's where the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game comes in, and we'll give that to Peyton Holmes, no question about it. But between those two and then Chase with 19, a lot of love to go around for the Thunder tonight.
Absolutely. The almost buzzer beater, but with just a couple seconds left, Peyton Holmes dropping the game-winning 3 through the net will be our AWP Playmaker play of the game. See the boys at AWP. They're the #1 playmakers in the appliance business. GE and Samsung Appliances located across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Save money at AWP. Peyton Holmes was our Stilson Star Watch player. He's also going to be our Dats Trucking player of the game, as well as Jared Kohler on the other side was our Stilson Star Watch. They both showed out tonight at Desert Hills High School. And don't forget your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert, courtesy of our friends at Holbrook Asphalt. Go to Yogurtland for 5 ounces of free frozen yogurt. You get more than 5 ounces. You got to pay a little bit for that, but your first 5 ounces are free. Go party down at Yogurtland, courtesy of our friends at Holbrook Asphalt.
I might just go to get on that. We went the other night. I took my daughters, and what a great little deal. I mean, you can get first 5 ounces free. I think my yogurt with some strawberries and some cheesecake was all of 37 cents is what it cost me. And I think between me and my 2 daughters, I think I paid like $3. They heaped theirs up pretty good. They're still like $3-4. So really love that Big Score dessert promotion and our friends at Holbrook Asphalt. Peyton Holmes, 21. How about 4 out of 8 from the field, 3 out of 5 from downtown, perfect from the line, and only 1 turnover. And really played almost all night long. Mason ends up 6 out of 9. He was 2 for 2 from downtown, 19 points, 5 total rebounds, and only 2 turnovers, which is a good number for Mace,
awesome.
As much as he touches the ball. And then Justin Judkins, 3 out of 6 from the floor, 5 of 5 from the line, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and only 1 turnover. And how about this stat? Desert Hills shot 33% in the first half, Andy, as we look at some Wilkinson statistics. 61% in the second half and settle in at 47% from the game. Pineview shoots 41% in the first half, yet led by 4. In the second half, they shoot 64%, settle in at 51%, but end up losing after Holmes hits the dagger clutch 3 there with just a little bit of time on the clock. Rebounding, 2-point edge for Desert Hills, but as you heard Coach Hokinson tell us, they went small. They went small. But I thought Jace Mortensen, man, if there was a sub of the game award, which we used to have, we don't have this year, but Jace Mortensen's my guy, dude. He came in and provided a huge spark for this Thunder team.
Absolutely. I hope these two teams match up in the playoffs or something because they get together and it's an amazing game. Started off first game at region, 1-point game, second half of region, first game, 3-point game in dramatic fashion as Peyton Holmes gets the game winner tonight. He was our DATS Trucking player of the game. Going to try to get some scores from around the region.
Burnsy's got the wrap-up show.
We're about to send it live to the TDS Business Studios for our Region 9 Live wrap-up show brought to you by Bucks Ace Hardware and Coral Desert Orthopedics. Burnsy will have all the scores and stats right when this wraps up. Wanted to give you a quick look ahead to next Tuesday. We'll have Hurricane at Desert Hills right here on ESPN Radio. Pineview will be at Crimson Cliffs, Dixie at Cedar City, and Snow Canyon at Canyon View. Big win for Desert Hills, much needed to get them on track. They're now at 500 in region play, and we'll have a tough Hurricane team at home next Tuesday, and then they play at Cedar on Thursday. Looking forward to it.
Here's the thing. I mean, expect the unexpected the rest of the way.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're favored, if you're the 6th seed in the RPI or you're the 13th seed in the RPI or the 12th seed in the RPI. Cedar and Dixie kind of separating a little bit, and Hurricane looking real good in that RPI. But when you get in these region games, the RPI is thrown out the window. On games like tonight, with the student bodies as great as they were, nearly every seat in this arena, and it's a big arena here at the Thunderdome, packed, just a fun environment, and what a whale of a game we got, huh? As broadcasters, this is what we love. We love, tight games. Obviously, it's bittersweet when inter-region teams are beating on inter-region teams. It'll be nice to get to the playoffs and cross over and get some other teams to try to whoop up on.
Absolutely. What a night here at Desert Hills High School. We'll see you tomorrow on the Devin Dixon Show, 4 to 6. We're about to send it live to Rustin Burnside for the Coral Desert Orthopedics Region 9 wrap-up show presented by Bucks Ace Hardware. We'll take a break, then to the wrap-up show after this. For Devin Dixon, I'm Andy Thompson. Have a good night, everybody.